Hytale is finally here, and just like in Minecraft, every player needs a base to get them through the first couple of nights. So today, I will show you how to build a perfect starter base in Hytale. For the past 2 weeks, I've been busy exploring the vast and wonderful world of Orbis. Doing what most players do on a first playthrough, chopping wood, mining stone, and running from trolls. But being more of a builder, I've mostly just been learning how to make cool builds and animations. That's why in this video, I want to show you how you can make a really nice starter base that will help you when starting out in Hytale. Starting a new game spawns the player in Zone 1. This is your typical starting zone with lush forests and open fields, but if you explore a bit further, you'll also find swamps, maple groves, quebec villages, and so much more. And with so many different places to choose from, you're almost guaranteed to find the perfect spot to build your base. While the early game crafting is somewhat limited, you will find a lot of useful blocks and decorations to use in your base as you travel through the world. Abandoned camps have tents and campfires, just watch out for the skeletons. If you find a chork outpost, you can get cool furniture and bone blocks, but they get pretty mad when you take their stuff. Mine shafts are great for wooden beams, ropes, and chains, and there are a lot of cool things hiding underground. Because this is a starter base designed for early game in Zone 1, we will only be using blocks and materials that can be found here, such as wood, stone, and copper. So let's gather everything we need for the build. Once we've collected everything we need, we just need to find a good spot for our build. I was lucky in my world to find this really nice open area right next to a river. With that said, let's start building our base. There is our starter base build. I didn't really have a clear plan going into this, but I'm very happy with how this turned out. I tried at my best to stick to survival friendly materials like wood and stone, as you can see, with a variation of softwood and hardwood and some stone and cobblestone. I'll give you a walk around and show things that might not have been visible in the time-lapse. I did my best to include like all the functional blocks that are available early game, so this campfire might be one of the first things you craft in your like starter world. It's not usually on fire like this, I think, unless you cook something. This is a particle effect that I added using the machinima tool. You can kind of add those like effects, and I've done that here and there just for like aesthetic value, but you can't really do that in survival, unfortunately. But I thought this was like a cute little area out here, out front, where you can like sit and chill. We also have like this small stable over here with a horse and like a cauldron and a hay bundle, I think that is. With some bushes and this, I think this is the lumber sign. You can like, if you use maple wood, you can craft this sign. And then of course we have the house here. Over here we have the tanning rack, a bench and a lantern. I'm not sure if you can get these crates yet in survival. They might add them. I know they're available like throughout the world, but if you break them, they just break, which is kind of sad. This right here is the blacksmith area. I added the armorer's workbench as well as the blacksmith anvil, kind of where you like craft weapons and stuff. It's kind of basic, but I thought it was cute. Also added some flame particles here. This wood chopping block you can actually find in torque outposts, and if you like break it, it goes into your inventory, so you can put it down in your base. I'm not really sure what it's for right now. No, you used to be able to interact with it, but I think they removed that. Other than that, there's just some like small details out here. This is like the arrow, like the target, the hay target, but I just turned it around so it looks like a hay bale or something. Over here, we have a little farm area. Ignore this water particle. It's the machinima tools are a little bit buggy right now, but I'm sure that will be fixed. I'm just growing some wheat and corn. This is a scarecrow that you can craft in the farmer's workbench. And I thought a starter base needs a little farm area. I kept it inside the wall. If you expand this, you can definitely add farms like outside. Over here is a small little like farmer's equipment area with the feed bag and some hay. There's also the farmer's workbench here. And these are planters. I think you can craft them in the farmer's workbench at tier 4, which shouldn't be too hard to get to. Out here we have a small well, as well as the salvager's workbench. This is where you throw all of your like copper tools and stuff early game. At least that's what I did. Over here we have the chicken coop. There's 3 chickens in here right now, I think. It's very basic, but I thought, you know, it's a good start if you're starting to like make pens for your animals and stuff. And then of course we have the main house. I did add a little bit of detailing. I don't think I went too far. These are these are beech beams, I think, beechwood beams. You should be able to find these either underground in goblin camps or above ground in torque outposts. Same goes for those short ends. It's basically a bunch of those beams, short pieces. There are some platforms up here and some shelves, as well as some hardwood or softwood beams up there with trapdoors. And I'm only using just hardwood and softwood to build this house, plus the stone. This is the workbench. We have some chairs, some more planters with flowers in them. If we go inside, you have the kitchen over here with a chef's stove, a chest, and a pirate map. I don't know if the chef stove looks like this when it's on, but what I did was I put a particle effect in here, and it kind of creates this illusion of the stove being on, which I thought was pretty cool. On this side, we have the furniture workbench. There's a pot over here with some flowers in it. I've noticed that not all flowers are available to be put into the pot, and I'm not even sure if you can get the pot to begin with. I know there's a tab in the workbench, I think, or the furniture workbench to make pottery, but I haven't been able to actually see if you can make actual pots yet. I made a fireplace using the furnace object. I kind of put it in the wall in this little alcove. I wish I could have connected it to the chimney in a better way, but this is good enough for now, I think. Over here is a little, I don't know, research area or just crafting area for the builder's workbench with a bunch of crates and books and stuff. Going up the ladder, we come up to the bedroom. This is a bed and a lot of storage. I put so many chests up here because I know how quickly you run out of space when you play survival with all the loot and stuff you get on your adventures. So I thought why not just fill the whole space with chests? But yeah, it's a bedroom with storage. And over here some more storage. There's not much else to it. I did put some tent roofs on the walls to kind of look like curtains. It's pretty small on the inside, but you can fit a lot of stuff in here. And that's the whole build. I hope you really enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun building it, and I'm so excited to build more. I haven't really had time to build much lately, but I will definitely be getting back into it. I have so much planned and a lot of more base ideas for you guys, as well as other builds that you can add to your world. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. I do post more build content on other platforms like TikTok and Instagram if you want to check that out. But with that said, thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have a great time out in your Hytale worlds, and happy building!